Welcome back to Views with Hughes or Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you be notified of future uploads and updates. So, got some interesting news updates here as far as Bob Iger is concerned with the Disney news. He's decided to go ahead and hire some former executives that used to work for the company. Okay, so Disney's enlisted the services of two former executives who were once seen as potential replacements for Bob Iger when he was the company's chief executive. As per the sources familiar with the matter, Kevin Mayer and Tom Staggs, who had favorable regard on Wall Street during their time at Disney, have been brought back to assist Iger in handling the company's legacy television businesses like ABC and ESPN. Their return to Disney occurred shortly after the company's board extended Iger's contract to 2026 for an additional 2 years, raising concerns about Disney's succession planning process. So in other words, most likely because of the fact that they're not able to find anybody to actually replace Bob Iger when his contract was originally up on 2024. Now, let's be honest. There's like no one out there who's interested in the position because of the fact that, well, they got to answer to a certain board. And the fact of the matter is Bob Iger is the one who has the big bucks that bought him in the majority stake of the company. Okay. So with that being said, not only has the return has happened after a time where he's extended his contract, but both Staggs and Mayer had left Disney when their chances of becoming CEO were diminished, and currently led to Candle, which is a media group they co-founded with support from a private equity group, Blackstone. Now, Tom Staggs held several key positions at Disney, like Chief Financial Officer, Chief Operating Officer, and the head of theme parks, while Kevin Mayer worked closely with Iger on acquisitions and played a vital role in Disney's streaming strategy. And after the launch of Disney Plus, Mayer was also considered a likely successor to Iger, but Bob Chapek was ultimately chosen as CEO, leading to his appointment last November. Now, this is also pretty interesting because if this is the case, and these gentlemen were, especially Kevin Mayer, he might have been responsible for the assistance of the acquisition of Fox. Now, I could be wrong, but it's a kind of fishy to actually bring this particular gentleman back, who were under the previous regime when Iger first approved all the content that currently failed. Okay. Now, Tom Staggs, he actually held all these positions, and Mike was also considered a key successor to Bob Iger, but Chapek took over, and that was the chance that was already gone. Now, Iger had come out of retirement and returned as CEO after they fired Bob Chapek for a 2-year term but now, under the new contract, he's going to step down in 2026 at the age of 75, but I don't believe that because the simple fact of the matter is he may stick around as long as 2031. Okay, contract may be up, but he may still stick around in the building until at least 2031. Now, they also reported that under the new contract, he will step down in 2026 at the age of 75. But like I said, he's going to remain there. But meanwhile, Mayer and Staggs will not only advise Iger, but also collaborate with ESPN's president, Jimmy Pitaro, to explore strategic options for the sports channel. And in light of ESPN's declining fortunes, alongside other cable networks, Iger had made it a standalone unit as part of the restructuring effort, expressing his interest in finding a strategic partner for the group. Finding Iger's successor is really a high priority task for Disney, and a 4-person committee led by Mark Parker, former Nike chief and current chair of Disney's board, has been appointed for this purpose. Now, here's the problem with this whole thing. If you want to go ahead and the board itself is lackluster, is poor, is incompetent to go ahead and run this corporation. And it's like the fact of the matter is they don't really care about the numbers per se. They want to go ahead and be able to survive and make money while struggling to go ahead and get these numbers up. Okay. The audience has spoken their minds to the point where even the media is actually hearing them out. Okay. And also, don't forget about Nelson Peltz. He's sitting behind the scenes still, watching everything go ahead and go like down under. Okay. And his firm haven't really made any notice about it and hasn't made any comments, but they can't comment on the matter because of the fact that shows that they're actually planning something for the company. Okay, but that being said, the board needs to be basically cleaned out and obliterated and replaced. Okay, replace everybody on the board, in my opinion. Now, it's been led by this board is being led by the committee, led by Mark Parker, who, like I said, is a former Nike chief and current chair of Disney's board, who's been appointed for that purpose. And then there's also internal candidates potentially running in the for the CEO position, including Dana Walden, who's a co-chair of Disney Entertainment, film chief Alan Bergman, and theme parks head Josh DeMauro. Okay, now all of this comes at the time when Disney's still facing a lawsuit, which is still going on in courts, and was like the decision to cancel it was terminated by the judge. And they're facing this lawsuit from Florida governor and current GOP presidential candidate Ron DeSantis, as well as the fact that Iger is struggling to get the numbers up for the company in its last quarter. All right, so pretty soon, like until August, there's going to be an earnings report to be released out there. It's okay, and this is also a time where Iger receives backlash from SAG-AFTRA lead Fran Drescher and actor Bryan Cranston over his comments on actors striking. Now, Iger's also dealing with fallout with ratings and reception over content from studios, including Lucasfilm and Star Wars. Well, not Star Wars, but Lucasfilm and Marvel Studios. All right, so let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts that you may have about this video, and then also include any things that wasn't stated about this topic that you could contribute to the comment section as well. If you enjoy what I shared in this video, go ahead and smash the like button, share far across social media. And if you have done so already and you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.